Hey bike farmers, thanks for clicking in. I'm recording this a couple days after this video was produced because the original clip was compromised. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I haven't had much time in the shop lately, but even if I did, I've kind of run out of cool bike projects for you. So I could go grab a boring bike from my pile and try to make another boring bike video, or I could get off my butt and go into Madison and head to the bike co-op and go digging for some other cool projects. And it's been a while since I've been over there, and I found some really cool bikes. It's always fun to go walk around the co-op, see what's come in, see what's different, and see what weird, strange, fun bike farmer projects might be in store. So sorry for the crummy little segue into this next video, but right around the corner is all the action. So you kick back and relax, and let's see what they had in store for me. Hello. What do you do? Doing here? Turning up a Pugsley?
Doing a quote, figuring out price per sale and tune up and all that other fun stuff. Oh, need some work, so all that fun stuff.
All right, they got a few bikes to choose from here. A lot of these are in pretty good shape, but they all need tune-ups. So anytime I would want, I can come in here and grab some bikes and make BikeFarmer videos. And you just kind of look in here, you know, like that one says Kona on the side of it. And you look at the shifters and it's like, okay, entry-level stuff. And you just gotta kind of look. A Schwinn Probe lugged mountain bike. They just keep coming. Here are all the kids' bikes. Got Harvey fishing out this cool Univega. Oh, look at the stem on that thing.
That's what she said. Michael.
Univega Alpina Ultima. It's got old Shimano Montec, or no, Suntour Montec. And then this is Suntour Super B Tech. I mean, that's got to be worth a fortune. What did I notice? Oh yeah, these are Suntour BMX pedals. So this thing's kind of cool. Yeah, you guys could get some money for this. Fund some programming possibly.
This is a nice program funder right here.
Yeah. I would suggest a different stem.
Yep, it was a tall fella.
Apparently.
Came in with it. Nice tall fella.
Look at them all. You know, entry-level Trek. I mean, it's just all the stuff that I do at Gibbs. It's just never ending. There's so many bikes in this world. Old Trek. Here's an old Trek 310. Oh, so this here is a Vitus. It's an early aluminum lugged frame. And then they had I think the earlier ones that were steel, they had these, like, I don't know what they call them, like lawsuit forks. But it's an aluminum fork. I think those are probably the good ones. And then I don't even know what these wheels are, but look at that. Look at that hub. Wild. Oh man, look at how stupid these handlebars are.
Not aero bars? Real comfy after a 12-pack.
Yeah, these are cool shifters. Maybe I'll tune this one up too. We should find a different rear derailleur for it though. I mean, that works fine, but
You got a box on the table earlier with
something that matches. Something French. Might be hard to find that though. Have to talk to Mike about that. More weird shininess. Speaking of shiny, here's a chrome something or another. You think that's a Schwinn?
I don't know what that is. It's too hard with that. It's simple.
And that doesn't look very Paramount-y. But sometimes they had like chrome Schwinn worlds. Here's a Specialized Crossroads that's been drop bar converted with some Suntour bar cons. That'd be a fun project sometime to convert something. And then you get all kinds of like old carbon road bikes, you know, which is great. I mean, I just put these cranks on that Surly build I did, and I was glad to have them, you know, and this is, you get them off of these bikes that are kind of obsolete now. Really nice road bike, but nobody wants road bikes that only fit these skinny tires. You know, and all this is obsolete, even though this thing was hardly ridden and fast as a rocket. What are you gonna do? Here's a Colnago cyclocross bike that I could tune up, but I've never touched a cyclocross bike and enjoyed it. They all suck to work on. But that last one I did, the video did well. See, the problem with you guys is you encourage me to have a bad attitude. If I rip on shit, you watch those videos.
That attitude is well placed.
Yeah. A bad attitude. Here, this Miata 610, here we go. Miata 610 touring bike that needs all kinds of work. I should take that home and fix this up for you. Power ratchet shifters, I can make a video out of that. Came from, I don't know what. Came from an interesting bike shop. Just need to find a seat post for it. We don't need to, but it sure would be nicer to ride with a seat on it. And then, what's this here? A Bianchi touring bike. Also needs a bunch of work. It's got replacement wheels, but it would be a great, this would be a wonderful commuter bike for someone. It probably already was. Really Frankenstein. Sora front, Suntour Cyclone rear, the Sunrace freewheel. This came out of a bike co-op somewhere. Biggest issue is these guys. It's problematic. Come on, focus. There we go. Focus. Interesting. We find there's some Chinelli bars. There we go. Convert that back to a normal handlebar setup. Might be a little more attractive. And I mean, yeah, Campagnolo rear derailleur. I think I've got one in my bins. All aboard the hot dog train. All beef?
I'll be natural casing.
Natural casings. You know, years ago, I tried to buy naturalcasings.com just because I wanted it to be my personal website, and it was taken. I was so disappointed.
There's other
Chipotle aioli spread.
Not bad.
Oh, it's all over the place.
Not bad.
I think we could probably work with this. Do you have any other old freewheels like that?
Looking.
Yeah. I mean, that'll look better on there. This says Campagnolo on it. And this says De Rosa all over it. Look at this honey. That, thank God it's a size too small for me, or I'd be begging and pleading somebody put a license on it. It's nice and beat up. You know, this is just a really cool, like, bike shop quality something or another. I mean, I've never even seen that derailleur, but man, that's beautiful. Really kind of dumb freewheel. But I think it's got the original wheels and it's all Campagnolo parts. Very nice. You know, all Italian. Come on. What is with this insanely terrible zoom situation? Someone clean that up for him too. You need to know what size this is? 26.8.
I think this came off it.
Probably did. So, yeah, that big, yes, 26.8.
26.8. It's a magic finger. Don't show your wives, boys. They will leave you for me. I think John Ray could have made a lot more money with a YouTube channel. Bunch of people in the comments could tell him he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. This is the going to the bike swap room. Oh, look at all those stems. See, I need all this stuff. I'm running out. I do not need a pile of whatever you call those, SPD pedals. There's a nice Ross high-tech frame. I mean, it'd be a good frame build video, but getting all the parts for it would kind of be meh. I think I've asked about this cool Paramount frame before. Oh, it's a road bike, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that one's a road bike, and then the PDG series Paramount up there is a mountain bike. And these golden rims are what? Yeah, 27 inch, but they're pretty. Oh, there's a Peugeot. Is that one of the, oh yeah, with Moffac Racers?
Uh-huh.
So it's like a PX10 or whatever everybody likes with the Peugeots. See, everything's just tucked back in here. A lot of road bike, fancy road bike stuff. That's the problem, is like, it's cool, but there's no market for it. Oh, he's so cranky. Just found this Raleigh International frame. Reynolds 531 tubing. Probably Campagnolo dropouts, yeah. The problem is it's missing its fork. These are Nervex lugs, sometimes called teddy bear lugs, because look, there's an ear and there's an ear, you see, and there's the teddy bear with the ears. Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? 27.2. Ooh, it's like 27.4. Right? Oh no, this is 26.8, so it probably is 27.2. 2 in a row. And this one's 27.2. Oh, it's tight. Not my bike. Hey, grab those black bull mooses for this. Oh, you did. For this. There we go. Right? Are these real Nito? Oh, these are real Nito bull mooses. Right there. See? That's how it comes together.
That's gonna look nice.
Now we're cooking with gas.
That's gonna look real.
Yeah, so I can take a bunch of these back and make videos and clean them up and get the licenses off and make them nice and sexy, and then you can bring them to the bike swaps and sell them or something. But I'll just give them back to you.
Work fast, yeah.
The filthy DeRosa. The very clean and ridiculous Univega Alpina Ultima that I don't even think will fit in here. Yeah, I might need a wrench. Vitus, Gitan, and all the other German words you use to describe a very strange bicycle. Uh-oh. Ugh. There we go. Tange Levine headset on here. Bomb-proof cheapo. All right. Do you have rubber hoods?
I got a couple.
All right, the Miata 610 touring bike. This thing looks really complete and clean and could be a good one. Handlebars for the Vitus, handlebars for the Alpina, derailleur for the Vitus. Okay, so I think that's about it. I think I have inspiration. I have some projects. We've got some videos coming up. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Little different content today, but you know, we'll be back to the bikes next time. And speaking of next time, I'll see you next time. And if you want to know when that happens, you'll have to click the notification bell so you and your bikes can stay tuned.